Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta.Exchange. Apologies for the audio podcast once again. I brought a video camera and I'm struggling to set it up. So there is some audio issue in my video camera. So still working on it. So hopefully will resolve within next 24 hours. So hopefully from tomorrow I will do a video. Coming back to the markets, so there was a ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon, Isabella Group. So the after this news, the U.S. market moved higher. The U.S. markets hit a fresh all-time high yesterday, but the Asian markets are skeptical. The ceasefire between U.S. and Iran looks to be very, very fragile. So remember, the 15 days ceasefire announced earlier, which is coming to an end on Monday. So before Monday, so they have to find some kind of an agreement. So although US markets are very, very positive about this, but the Asian markets are a little bit skeptical, mainly because the crude oil started moving higher. The Brent crude came to $94, $95, now inching towards $100. So therefore, Asian markets are down, but they are slightly down only. GIF Nifty, it's almost flat, but yesterday itself, so we have sold off, and there was a big sell-off of nearly 300 points from intraday high to intraday low. At the end of the day, it is FIAs who are net buyers, whereas the domestic institutions sold in big quantities. So the domestic institutions, they've been supporting the market for a long time. So they were looking for some kind of a profit booking. So that profit booking dragged the market down. However, the day before yesterday, and I told you, the people are taking 24,200 short straddle in huge quantities, and the combined premium was about 450 points. But despite Nifty falling and closing lower yesterday, but both put and call premiums have collapsed. Put premium came down by 5-6 rupees. Call premium has come down by 50-60 rupees. So those who have done 24,200 short straddle positionally, so they made very good profit. But however, yesterday the intraday volatility was very high. So Sensex shot up 400, 500 point, and then from day's high, it crashed almost 1,000 point. And Nifty also, it was roughly about 200 point higher in the morning, then 300 point fall, then more than 100 point recovery, and then again fall. So it was all like a big drama. So probably, so yesterday, profit booking by domestic institutions and the Sensex expiry. So they both must have played a very good role in yesterday's volatility. But US markets are not volatile, so they are just straight away moving higher. Even when Asian markets are down slightly, the US futures are still higher only. So US market is more optimistic. But as I always say, so any problem in the Middle East or any crude oil spike, so Asian markets are affected more than the US markets. So US market only know they will be paying more money only for petrol and diesel prices. So other than that, they have no other issue. But we have already faced a lot of problems. LPG shortage for commercial entities. The LPG supply was cut. So I think in Pakistan they have announced lockdown. So Asian markets is more dependent on the Straits of Hormuz, and because of that, we are more sensitive to the developments in the Middle East. So whereas the US is not like that. So that could be one reason why the US markets are still moving higher. But however, US markets at a fresh all-time high, whereas no, we are still down roughly about 10% from all-time high. And not only that, year to date also, we are down nearly about 10%. So you might remember my long-term outlook for Indian markets is not really very good. For the last 1 year plus, I've been saying that at least for next 5 to 6 years, the Nifty is not likely to beat fixed deposit return. So assuming that fixed deposit return is about 7-8% per annum, and Nifty is down 10% from 2024 September high. That means now 1.5 years is gone. So we are still minus 10%. So even if Nifty shoots up like 10% from here, still that will be a zero return from 2024 September level. I think it may take another 6 months for that level to come up. So that means, so we might be having a zero return for 2 years. The next 1 year, even if Nifty shoots up 24%, still it will not beat FD return. So that is a long-term outlook. But however, short term, so there may be some positives. So number one, the India VIX keep falling. Yesterday, though intraday Nifty fell nearly 300 points from intraday high to low, but still the VIX did not shoot up. That's one positive thing. Second positive thing is that FIAs, at least, they've stopped selling. They started buying in some small quantities. So that means, so they are finding, some good levels. And there are many stocks like HDFC Bank, Kotak Bank, Hindustan Unilever, TCS, Infosys. They all have given zero return in the last 5 years. So at least, they offer a good value, the large cap stocks. So as long as FIAs are not selling, the market can stabilize, can move slightly higher. If you look at technically, so the technically Nifty is long. So my view stands, like at least the 25,000 target may be achieved, maybe in another, 6 to 8 weeks time. So possibly. So for the short term, I already discussed 24,200 plus or minus 500 point. So that is the range for next 3 trading sessions. Option premiums are still really very good. And yesterday, despite such a big fall, all the put prices from 24,200 to further down. So all put prices have come down actually. So they did not shoot up. Whereas the call premiums have come down significantly. So markets are likely to consolidate. But today, remember, today is a Friday, especially the last 1 hour. It will be very, very interesting. Mainly because, if there is any peace deal between US and Iran over the weekend, so Monday there can be a significant gap up or significant gap down. Or if there is no breakthrough in the peace talk, it can be a big gap down. So if you are a trader, if you are in a good profit, better close the positions, retake the positions on Monday. So that may be a good idea. But otherwise, if you have a lower volume, you have enough money for adjustments, then you can continue to hold. Why this US Iran peace talk is very, very important? The Trump has said that he might himself travel to Pakistan. So that means so if the president of US is going to another country for a peace talk, then the hype will be very, very high. So especially given the fact that US markets are at all-time high, we are 10% away from all-time high. So the possibility of market going higher by another 2 to 3% is very, very high. So that takes the target to 25,000. So even, yesterday also in the morning, 24,400 was touched by Nifty, but Nifty future did not touch 24,400. So this is surprising that, the Nifty future is, either trade at same price as the spot or trading slightly at a discount. So anyway, so today is a Friday. So after this, we have 7 more trading sessions for this month. So this month is a terrible month, treacherous month, and that's likely to continue for the next 7 trading sessions also. So be ready for a roller coaster ride. But I still feel that, although 23,700 is a very, very good support, but who knows, even the 24,000 itself may be a good support for today, if not for the week. So let us see. So what's going to happen? Yesterday, the top 3 stocks, Reliance Industries, HDFC Bank, and ICICI Bank, all 3 of them were negative. So despite that, the fall was not big. So let us see whether these top 3 stocks continue to recover. So market is having a clear resistance around 24,500. So that is what I believe for the time being. So let us see what happens. Hope you enjoyed listening to this audio. Thank you for listening.